the heck is that? G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Oh my god, again. Okay, give me a minute here please guys. Weird. Hold on a second. I did a Fortnite video as well. Just editing my Fortnite video at the moment. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I can continue editing that in the Fortnite video later. Like, not actual editing like all the top YouTubers do, but yeah. Yes, this is Crash Bandicoot, bro. Alright, well, I'll continue looking at that thing later. Alright, so I'm starting in a new game. Oh, bloody Aku Featherhead staring at me like that.
But Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant.
Cortex, you big yellow-headed noob.
Than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him.
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Yeah, alright, whatever. It's so satisfying doing that. It's also satisfying doing that. I've already earned the achievement, most of the achievements in this too. There's an achievement that you can get for spinning away a life in the first Crash game. It's called I Meant to Do That. I already got that achievement. Oh, damn it! Oh. I gotta remember to use the arrow keys there, jeez. Well, I don't have any problems doing that any other time though. Probably because I've been playing so many freaking games on the PC that I haven't been on the PS4 for a while now. Alright. Oh, sure. Now I do it without any problems doing it the intended way. And the intended way is much harder. Wait. Oh, right, of course. What am I doing? Oh, God, and here I am wondering where the other two boxes are. What the heck is that? Oh. Just one of the bunnies on my game on my phone. Yeah, I like bunny rabbits, alright. Silence. But hey, at least dying on that level displayed one of my favourite things about the remaster version. That now it no longer matters if you die in the first crash to get clear gems now. Back in the original, even getting the clear gems, you weren't allowed to die. You had to do the level without dying, which was super freaking annoying. Well, for some of the levels anyway. In the remaster, you only have to get through the levels for coloured gems without dying. Friggin' things rolling backwards and forwards trying to squash me. What next? Yeah, you never used to be able to get me, you funny roll of things, and you never will be able to get me. Oh, better not forget that. I need that. Okay, well that just interacts with the statement I made before. That was a bit anticlimactic back there, though. This playthrough, by the way, is not just going to consist of the first Crash game. I'm going to put every Crash game in the playthrough, but how I'm going to make it work is I'm going to finish each area in separate videos, pretty much. That's right, you need the green gem for this one. Can't get the gem out of this one until you get the green gem. God, I remember in the original version, in that one, you didn't... the intention was that you needed the green gem, but there was a glitch where you didn't need it. They removed that in the remaster. Friggin' flowers. There we go. Hello, Pops. Goodbye, Pops. Stupid flower. Thought you were going to get me, did you? You'll never be able to stop an Aussie, mate. Oh, God. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. You need a coloured gem to get one of the clear gems in here too, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, flip. You're not going to stop an Aussie, mate. Wait, well... Technically, those tribesmen are Australian black people. They're Aboriginals. I don't say that to be racist, so don't take it the wrong way. But they are technically Aboriginals. Because Crash Bandicoot is Australian. Bandicoots are Australian. You won't find a wild bandicoot anywhere else other than Australia, mate. You might find tamed ones in zoos around the world, but unless someone has illegally imported wild bandicoots to another country, you can only find wild bandicoots in Australia. But there might be zoos around the world that has tamed bandicoots. You see, you need the yellow gem in this one, so it doesn't matter either way. And here is my favourite level. Haha! Oh yeah, this one's the best. This one's the best. No doubt about it. Can't catch me, can you stupid boulder? There we go! Now, mate, that's what you call perfect. Yeah, I'm a Queenslander, mate. From Queensland in Australia. Greatest country in the world. I'm not from the flippin' outback. No, I'm from Queensland, not the outback, man. You know, I don't know whether I'd prefer to be from the outback or not, though. I mean, the outback is the most Australian part of it. The outback is the most Australian part of Australia. Not to mention it's where Big Red lives. The big red Australian kangaroos. Because of course we've got other grey and brown kangaroos as well. But the big red Aussie, the big original red Aussie kangaroos are no doubt the most majestic kangaroos you'll ever find. Here I am talking about kangaroos and I can just mess up the bones. Oh God. But how can you not talk about kangaroos? I mean, kangaroos are beautiful. They're majestic. Sometimes they can be peaceful. Only sometimes, though. Although I wouldn't exactly call the big red kangaroo I wouldn't exactly call big red peaceful. Step foot on big red turf and he'll fuck you up. If you were to put a big red kangaroo, if you were to get like a big red kangaroo, put big red kangaroo in WWE, and you'd have an untouchable wrestler. Big Red would smash anyone who tries to take him on. Alright, so... Alright, so where were we? Ow! What the heck? I just got an electrical bite from my earphone cord. From my earphone cord. Whoops. Oh. I swear to God. When you're actually trying to get all the boxes from around this TNT here, the moment you set it off, you just panic. Whoops. Jesus, I wasn't paying any attention there. I was scratching my nose. Yeah, there's a few things about Crash Bandicoot that I wish they hadn't have changed. Like, there's a few changes that I like and there's a few changes that I don't like. Plus there's a few things that I wish they had have done. One thing I don't like is the fact that they've made the controls a bit more tricky. Crash Bandicoot Remastered controls are a bit more tricky. Like they're the same buttons and everything. Everything's pretty much the same with the like the control layout. But how it controls, how it handles is a bit more tricky and a bit more annoying than what it used to be in the original. Oh. Although, well, there's another thing that I don't like. The fact that they didn't put in an option for you to choose whether you want to listen to the original music, like the original Crash Bandicoot music, like all the music in the original game. The levels still have the music from the original game, but they still sound a bit different to what they still sound a bit different to what they used to in the original, because they've when they remastered Spyro, they put in an option where you can choose whether you want to hear the original music, like the original sound in the music from Spyro. Like an option where they put in an option where you could choose like do you want to listen to the remastered versions of the Spyro music, or do you want to listen to the original version of the music? I don't really like the remastered music that much. I prefer the original music, like the original version of the music. The original version of the music seemed to... Well, the original version of the music actually has that sense of nostalgia. The original version of the music actually sounds creepier, and that's good. That's what I like in game music, like stuff that like music that actually sounds like it belongs with the game. Like with the remastered Crash Bandicoot, the remastered Boulders music, when they remastered the Boulders music for Boulders and Crash Bandicoot, the remastered version doesn't sound like it belongs with the game. It doesn't sound like it belongs with the level. Where in the original version, it actually sounded like it belonged with the level. It actually sounded like it belonged with Boulders. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like that in the remaster, which I'm rather disappointed about. With most of these levels in Crash Bandicoot, their music, their remastered version of their music just doesn't sound like it fits with the level anymore. It doesn't sound like it fits in with the game anymore. The remaster just, it doesn't There's a few of those elements that the remaster just doesn't catch. Whoops. That time I had my eyes closed. Yeah, and oddly enough, the fire in the original version of Crash Bandicoot actually looked a lot more realistic than what it does now. That's another thing I like in games, the fact that I like it when it feels realistic. Like with GTA 4 and GTA 5, it feels a lot more realistic because of how they've made them. GTA 4 and GTA 5 just feel a lot more realistic because many reasons, and quite a few obvious reasons. See, with other GTA games, like earlier GTA games such as like GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, GTA 3, those games you could punch the bonnet of the car, because in Australia that's what we call the hood, we call it the bonnet instead. In all those earlier GTA games, you could punch the bonnet of the car, and yet it wouldn't damage the front, but it would damage the back. Which is really weird. It wouldn't always do that. Like, not always, but sometimes when you tried to damage the front of the car, it would damage the back instead, which was really weird. Don't know if that was a glitch or bug or what, or if it was intentional, or even due to the lack of resources and stuff like that back then, which it probably was, like the lack of all that unnecessary stuff they need. That's probably what it was, but yeah, it was weird. Because a few times they're playing GTA Vice City, for me a few times there, when I was playing it, like one time in particular, when I started a new game, I took off with Ken Rosenberg's car. Oh god, it was in perfect condition, and I drove head on into a bus. Like, yeah, I drove head on into a bus, and yeah, the front of the car met the front of the bus, and guess what happened? The front of the car come out without a scratch, yet the back of the car was all smashed up after I smashed head on with a bus. Yeah. That's how all those older GTA games work. Like, you could get a hammer and hit the side of a car, and instead of damaging the side of the car, it would hit the front of the car, or the back of the, or it damage the back of the car. or you could hit the left side of the car with a hammer and it'd damage the right side of the car instead. It was really bloody weird, but it was really funny at the same time. But I like the fact that they added, well, with GTA 4 and GTA 5, I like the fact that they made it a lot more realistic as well, so that no longer happens. Oh, Jesus. The only time something like with GTA 4 and 5, the only time something like that would happen is if it was a glitch. With all the earlier previous GTA games, I think it was just the coding of the game. Oh, whoops. Alright, well, that's the end of the first area in Crash Bandicoot 1. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and click that post notification bell so that you don't miss another video. And I hope you all have a great and glorious day. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Once again, all credit for all the songs or music or that you hear in the video, the credit goes to its original creators. Yeah.